They sold out stadiums faster than the Beatles. They had more number one albums than you can count. They were the biggest bands in the world in the 1970s. And then, they disappeared. Some broke up tragically, others faded into obscurity. A few are still touring, but you'd never recognize them. And one band is literally in a bitter legal battle over who owns the name. I'm about to take you through 15 bands that ruled the 1970s and show you exactly where they are now. Let's find out what happened. Number 15, Grand Funk Railroad. In 1971, Grand Funk Railroad sold out Shea Stadium in 72 hours, faster than the Beatles. They were the first American rock band to have 10 consecutive platinum albums. Hits like We're an American Band. From 1969 to 1976, they were unstoppable. Over 25 million records sold. Then tensions mounted and they disbanded. The band reunited in 1996, but Mark Farner left in 1998 after disagreements over money. He wanted 50% instead of a third. In 2018, they sued Farner for calling his act Mark Farner's American Band, 2 days after Farner's son died. As of 2025, Grand Funk Railroad still tours with 2 original members, but Mark Farner tours separately. 2 versions, 2 bitter camps. Number 14, Three Dog Night. Between 1969 and 1974, they had more top 40 hits than any other artist. More than the Beatles. Mama Told Me Not to Come, Joy to the World, Black and White, all number 1. 21 consecutive top 40 hits. But they didn't write their own songs. They covered other people's music. By 1976, audiences wanted authenticity. Founder Danny Hutton still leads the band at age 82. But of 3 original lead singers, only Danny remains. The others have passed. Three Dog Night still tours, shows booked through March 2026. But the magic of those 3 voices harmonizing, gone forever. Number 13, Bachman-Turner Overdrive. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, Taking Care of Business, blue-collar hard rock from 1973 to 1977. Randy Bachman left the Guess Who and formed BTO. 3 top 10 albums, massive radio hits. Then by 1980, they broke up. Randy Bachman and Fred Turner spent years feuding. At one point, 2 versions of BTO toured simultaneously. As of 2023, BTO is back together, but the lineup keeps changing. Randy Bachman is 81 and still performing. BTO could have been as big as Foreigner or Journey, but internal fighting killed their momentum. Now they're a nostalgia act playing country fairs. Number 12, T-Rex. Bang a Gong, Get It On? Marc Bolan was the king of glam rock. Glitter, platforms, attitude. T-Rex peaked with The Slider in 1972, massive in the UK, but American success was brief. By the mid-1970s, punk was taking over. On September 16, 1977, Marc Bolan died in a car accident in London. He was only 29 years old. His girlfriend was driving. The car hit a tree. Marc was killed instantly. He never wore a seatbelt and never learned to drive. T-Rex ended that day. No reunion, no comeback, just a tragic end to glam rock's brightest star. His influence lives on. Number 11, Bread. Kings of soft rock. Make It With You, Baby I'ma Want You, If, beautiful, romantic, perfectly crafted. David Gates was a songwriting genius. Every melody gorgeous. But by mid-1970s, critics destroyed them. Soft rock became a punchline. David Gates dominated the band. By 1973, Bread broke up. David Gates is 85 and retired. James Griffin died in 2005 from cancer. Larry Netchell died in 2009 from a heart attack. There is no Bread anymore, no reunion possible, but their songs are still played at weddings. Their music is immortal. Number 10, Foghat. Slow Ride, Take It Easy. If you were alive in the mid-1970s, you know that song. Foghat was boogie rock perfection. Blues-based, guitar-driven, beer-drinking, good-time rock. Multiple top 40 hits throughout the late 1970s. And then 1980 hit and they disappeared. Just like that. Lonesome Dave Peverett died of cancer in 2000. Craig McGregor died in 2018. Rod Price died in 2005. Only drummer Roger Earl remains. The band still tours as Foghat with one original member. It's essentially a tribute band to itself. They play county fairs and casinos. Number 9, Humble Pie, a supergroup. Peter Frampton and Steve Marriott, two of the best British rockers in one band. From 1969 to 1975, hit after hit, Rocking the Fillmore went gold, arena rock royalty. Peter Frampton left in 1971 to go solo. He became massive with Frampton Comes Alive. Steve Marriott kept Humble Pie going until 1975. Steve Marriott died in a house fire in 1991 at age 44, caused by a cigarette smoke inhalation in his own home. Peter Frampton is 74, diagnosed with degenerative muscle disease in 2019. He announced a farewell tour but came back in 2023. He's still touring in 2025. Number 8, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Freebird, Sweet Home Alabama, they defined Southern rock in the 1970s. And then came October 20th, 1977. A plane crash killed lead singer Ronnie Van Sant, guitarist Steve Gaines, and backup singer Cassie Gaines. The band was done, finished, dead. But in 1987, surviving members reunited for a tribute tour. Ronnie's younger brother Johnny Van Sant became lead singer. He's been the singer longer than his brother was. None of the current members were in the original band. It's all replacements. Gary Rossington, the last original, died in 2023. They still tour. They still play Freebird every night. But the band that died in 1977, that band is gone forever. Number 7, Bad Company. Formed from Free, Mott the Hoople, and King Crimson, an instant supergroup in 1973. Can't Get Enough and Feel Like Making Love dominated rock radio. Their debut was massive, but they offered little evolution. Same blues rock formula over and over. By the late 70s, audiences wanted something new. Paul Rodgers left in 1982, replaced by Brian Howe. Then Howe left. Then Rodgers came back, then left again. Brian Howe died in 2020 from a heart attack. Boz Burrell died in 2006. Bad Company occasionally reunites, but barely exists. Number 6, 10 Years After. That Woodstock documentary, Alvin Lee's guitar solo on I'm Going Home, was legendary. Alvin Lee was the fastest guitarist alive, but they struggled to move beyond the booby formula. By the mid-1970s, audiences moved on. Alvin Lee died in 2013 from complications during routine surgery. He was 68. The band continues without him, but without Alvin Lee's guitar, 10 Years After is just a name. That Woodstock moment was their peak. Number 5, the Allman Brothers Band. Ramblin' Man hit number 2 in 1973. Brothers and Sisters went number 1. Southern rock royalty. But tragedy defined this band. Wayne Allman died in a motorcycle accident in 1971 at just 24. 1 year later, bassist Berry Oakley died in another motorcycle accident, 3 blocks from where Dwayne died. He was also 24. The band kept going, but death followed them. Butch Trucks died by suicide in 2017. Greg Allman died of liver cancer in 2017. The Allman Brothers Band officially disbanded in 2014 after a final show at Beacon Theatre in New York. Some members are still alive and occasionally tour, but the Allman Brothers Band is done. Dwayne's death set the tragic tone, and it never stopped. Number 4, Derek and the Dominos. Layla, that's it. That's the band. Eric Clapton formed them in 1970. I don't know what else you want me to say. Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs is one of the greatest rock albums ever. Clapton wrote it about George Harrison's wife, Pattie Boyd. But Derek and the Dominos lasted only 2 years, 1970 to 1971. Broke up due to Clapton's heroin addiction. Drummer Jim Gordon co-wrote Layla, but kinda went insane. In 1983, he murdered his mother during a psychotic episode. He died in prison in 2023. Bassist Carl Radle died in 1980 from kidney failure caused by drugs and alcohol. Eric Clapton, however, became one of rock's biggest stars. Number 3, the Doobie Brothers. Listen to the Music, Long Train Running, Blackwater, What a Fool Believes, the most successful American band of the 1970s. But in 1975, lead singer Tom Johnston nearly died from a bleeding ulcer. He left the band. Michael McDonald replaced Johnston and then remade them into Blue-Eyed Soul. It worked. What a Fool Believes went number 1 in 1979. The band broke up in 1982, reunited in 1987, broke up again, reunited again, and then was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2020. As of 2025, they're still touring with both Tom Johnston and Michael McDonald. They're all in their 70s. One of the rare success stories. Number 2, the Bee Gees. In the 1970s, they were bigger than God. Stayin' Alive, Night Fever, How Deep Is Your Love? The Saturday Night Fever soundtrack sold 40 million copies. 9 number 1 hits. They were the disco era. But when disco died in 1979, so did the Bee Gees' commercial dominance. They kind of became a punchline. Maurice Gibb died in 2003 from twisted intestine complications. Robin Gibb died in 2012 from liver and kidney failure. Only Barry Gibb remains. He's 78. The Bee Gees are done. No reunion possible. 2/3 of the group is gone. Barry was knighted in 2018. Stayin' Alive is used to teach CPR because the beat matches chest compressions. From Disco Kings to life-saving music. Number 1, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Fortunate Son, Bad Moon Rising, Proud Mary, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? From 1968 to 1972, 9 top 10 hits. In 4 years. They never had a number 1, but they were one of America's biggest bands. John Fogerty was a songwriting machine. And then they imploded. CCR broke up in 1972 due to internal fighting. Tom Fogerty quit in 1971. He died in 1990 from tuberculosis at 48. Stu Cook and Doug Clifford tried touring as Creedence Clearwater Revisited. John Fogerty sued them. He was so bitter he refused to perform CCR songs for 25 years. Wouldn't even play Proud Mary. He finally reconciled with the music in the 1990s and started performing CCR songs again, but never reconciled with his bandmates. As of 2025, John Fogerty, at 79, tours solo. Cook and Clifford perform a CCR Revisited. 3 separate versions of a band that broke up 53 years ago. CCR should have been the Beatles of America. Instead, they're a cautionary tale about egos, greed, and wasted potential. And there you have it, 15 bands that ruled the 1970s and where they are now. Some still touring, some broke up tragically, some faded away. But their music lives on. Every song is still on classic rock radio. Their influence shaped everything that came after. Which band shocked you the most? Which story hit you hardest? Drop a comment below. And hit that like button and subscribe to Remember This TV. Thanks for watching, and remember, we're reliving the good old days, one memory at a time. See you in the next video.